UFC 311 main event and co-main event have just been announced by Dana White today. As you see on screen, we got Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan for the lightweight belt. And then we got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Merab Dvalishvili for the bantamweight belt. Interesting to see these two Dagestanis on a card together. I'm sure they did that on purpose, but let's get into both of these fights. Let's start off with the main event. Everyone's been waiting for this. Arman, everyone expected him to get the title shot kind of in December, but since he hit a fan in the crowd, that seemed to have, halted his shot of getting a title shot in December. But he could have done like an anti-bullying PSA, and he could have fought in December because he was suspended for a little bit. But it looks like that didn't matter because Islam was injured. He had something up with his wrist or his arm, so he wasn't able to fight in December either. So it looks like this was just booked for January. This is a rematch between these two. They met earlier on in their career, and Islam won that fight by decision. Many people think it was the hardest fight of Islam's career. Um, and Arman was very young at the time. Now Arman's older and he's improved, but one thing I'd like to say is that I think Islam has improved more. I think Islam's striking has gotten a lot better, and I don't think his wrestling has gotten any worse. Right? I think his wrestling has improved as well. Uh, I I don't see Arman able to stand with Islam, which is weird to say. This is early in this is an early prediction. I'm gonna have to go into it and look into it a little bit more, watch some more of Arman's fights, but I think Islam is still overall a better fighter. I know Arman has improved a lot, but I think Islam has as well, and he's improved against higher competition. Arman fought Charles recently and almost lost. Very close fight, and yeah, I know Islam fought Dustin and didn't look too hot, but I think Islam on the feet will be able to, handle Arman. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Arman, or I'm going with Islam on this fight. But again, I'll look into it later. Let's get into the next fight. Now we got the man himself, the Goblin, Merab Dvalishvili versus whatever this guy's name is. I mean, what? I can't believe he's getting a title shot. I mean, this is insane. I'm joking, guys. Umar deserves a title shot, kinda. The way he fought Corey Sandhagen was very impressive to me. Beat him on the feet. I don't think Corey Sandhagen's too good. I think a lot of people are, overhyping him. I think Umar's. I'm just kidding. I think Marab, his pressure. Again, I'm gonna have to watch back and see how this fight actually goes because I don't know how good of a gas tank Umar has. I know he did good standing, against Corey Sandhagen, but I think Marab's pressure is different, and again, when it comes down to Marab's wrestling, it's not obviously it's not like any submissions, any real threat of submissions. It's just the threat of the smush. He will lay on you. He will just knee you to the thigh. He will make it boring and make it so you can't get any offense off at all. So maybe if we see some scrambles come about, we might see something. But in all honesty, right now, I think Umar will lose this, and I think Marab will be boring and bore him to death. Odd, it seems like Marab's a little scared of Umar for some reason because he's been calling out everyone except him. But come to find out, Umar was actually injured. So this is kind of seems like kind of quick because I guess he couldn't fight in December because he was injured. But now all of a sudden they're fighting for a title come January. Uh, I don't know if he's injured or not. That's just what was said by Umar, which is funny because he said, "Oh, Marab, you keep ducking me, you keep ducking me," and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't fight in December. I'm injured." It was like, you did all that talking for what? For what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marab. But again, these are two very close fights, so I'm not 100% sure what's gonna happen. Obviously, you can never be, but I'm gonna have to look into it and make an actual prediction when this card comes out. Looks like some other good fights on this card, but everything's kind of up in the air until it's fight week because there's a lot of pullouts and there's a lot of injuries and there's a lot of weight misses. So there's a lot of big people on this card that might miss weight. I have a feeling one of these events is going to be in limbo because of a weight miss or because of an injury or because of something like that. So just wanted to report on the news. Let me know how you guys felt about this fight being made in January. How do you feel about them stacking up a January card already, but screwing us over on the December card? Thanks, UFC. Anyways, that's it. I'm out. Bye.